Assalamualaikum students. Today's our topic is complex number. In previous lecture we also discussed about the complex number. Complex number we know A is real part, BI is imaginary part, then it become complex number. In complex number we have one real part, one imaginary part, then it is called complex number. If A becomes 0, it is also complex number, but this portion becomes 0, imaginary part becomes 0, then it is only real part. Complex numbers. In complex numbers we have conjugates. In conjugates, imaginary part become negative or change its sign, otherwise real part will be the same. In complex conjugates, imaginary parts will be change their sign and real part will be same. Product of this, it become multiply a multiply a square minus ab iota plus ab plus iota plus minus minus bb square iota square. A square minus b square iota square value is -1. So it become a square plus b square. Here you can see, if this is the imaginary part, its complex conjugate is this. If imaginary number is this, their complex conjugate will be this. Only b section, b iota, imaginary part will be minus. If it draw here, then it change here, because only b part, this is the real line will be the same, but this is imaginary part. It change, if it is positive then it become negative. If imaginary part is negative, then conjugate will be in positive sign. Then g equals to x plus iota y, then mod g equals to, its value is, magnitude is radical x square plus y square. Here we have the parts of theorem is mod g equals to mod minus z equals to conjugate mod z equals to conjugate mod z minus. If we have mod z equals to mod z double conjugate, z conjugate z multiply conjugate c equals to mod z square. Conjugate z1 plus conjugate z2 equals to conjugate z1 plus z2. Conjugate z over z2 equals to conjugate z1 over conjugate z2 if z not equals to 0. z1 dot z2 equals to mod z1 plus z2. Now we have to prove first theorem part. If we z equals to a plus iota b, a equals to 4, b equals to 4, then g value become 4 plus 4 iota, minus z become minus 4 minus 4 iota, z become, z mod become 4 minus 4 iota, and z minus z equals to minus 4 plus 4 iota, because we are taking conjugate on this point. So we find the value of z, it become a square plus b square, which is equals to 32. Then we take minus mod z, its value is also 32. We take conjugate mod z equals to, value is 32 minus z, taking mod conjugate mod of minus z, value is minus radical 32. Values are same, you can see here values are same. So this theorem is satisfied. Now we prove second, taking example of second. If we have z equals to 4 plus 4 iota, conjugate is minus 4 iota plus 4. Taking conjugate of z conjugate, then double conjugate will be the 4 plus 4 iota. So you can check the value. So this is it. This is the same value of mod g or double conjugate of mod g. We are taking conjugate of this part here. Again taking conjugate. So our second part of this theorem is also satisfied. Now we move to the third part. Z bar equals to mod z square. 4 is this. Z bar is 4 minus 4 iota. Conjugate of z is 4 minus 4 iota. We taking square of this, it becomes 32. We will multiply these numbers. This is also value is 32. Here you can see fourth part, mod g1 plus conjugate g1 plus conjugate g2 equals to conjugate g1 plus z2, which was z1 z2 value. Taking conjugate of these two numbers, then we adding both numbers and answer will be the same. Now solve. We are solving this and this point. Now you have to solve this point yourself and this yourself. Two parts remains. It's on you to solve these things. 7 property, normally we do not use. We are mostly see these type of theorem. This is triangular property. Normally we are called this property is triangular property. So you can see this mod g1 plus z2 less than or equals to mod g1 plus z2 mod. Find z1 equals to this, z2 equals to this, z3 is equals to this. Then express this. We have to take conjugate of these two numbers, then divided by this number, and then you can see taking conjugate of z1 and z3, it becomes this and this. We find the conjugate of these 3 points, then we multiply z1 z3, then the conjugate of z1 and conjugate of z2 over z1 conjugate and conjugate of z3, then multiply. It becomes 5 minus 7 iota over 3 minus 2 iota. Then we solve this. We're taking rationalization here because we do not solve after this, so we are using rationalization function. So we multiply this with change sign, then it become real part is 1 over 13 plus 11 iota over 13 is imaginary part. Make graph of 2 plus 3 iota. When you have 2 of real number, this line show real part, this line show imaginary part, then imaginary part number is 3, so this point is this, and when 2 is a real number, then it is here, so it join here, it become 2 plus 3 iota. You can see this graph, minus 2 is real part, so it is depending on here, this is minus 2. Here we have positive real values, here we have negative real values. Now you have to see minus 3, here we have positive imaginary numbers, here we have negative imaginary numbers, so our point is here on minus 2 minus 3 iota. polar form of complex number. Let z equals to x plus iota y in polar form. In polar form, x equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta, where r is mod z, theta is argument of z, r equals to mod z or magnitude of z. Mod z equals to x square plus y square radical. Putting the value of x square and y square, it become r square cos square plus r square sin square theta. Taking r square common, as we know the property of trigonometric, cos square theta plus sin square theta equals to 1. So it become mod r equals to radical x square plus y square, and theta value is tangent y over x. Complex number part. Now we have real part is 2, imaginary part is 3, z equals to 2 plus 3 iota, and polar form become a square plus b square, 4 plus 9 equals to 30. Cos theta is a over rho, sin equals to b over rho, argument z equals to theta equals to 53.31. This is also called theta equals to tangent inverse y over x. You can see here this part. So you can put the value of y equals to b. It becomes 3 over 2. Find the value of tan inverse 3 over 2, which is equal to 56.31. So z equals to radical 13 cos 53.31 plus iota sin 56.31. Iota is imaginary complex, imaginary xx. Real part 9. Then it is r cos theta, this is r sin theta, and z equals to r cos theta plus iota sin theta. Express the complex part, complex number in polar form. X equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta, which is radical 3. Taking mod, then it become value is 2. A square plus radical 3 ka square, then it become 4 and r value is 2. Then find the theta value, tan inverse y over x, then y value become 60. You can find these values from calculator or some numbers, because we use normally 0, 30, 60 degree, 90 degree. These values you have to learn. Other values you can also calculate from calculator, but these values you have to remember. And these are very common, so you have to know these values all the time. So this become 1 plus radical 3 iota equals to 2 cos 60 degree plus 2 iota sin 60 degree. You have another example, mod z equals to r, and which is equals to radical 8. Theta equals to 45 degrees. Then x plus iota, y equals to this point. Radical 8 cos 40 degree plus radical 8 iota sin 45 degree. Then example is this. You have this mod z equals to, you have to know how to find mod z. A square b square, or you can say x square plus b square, which is equals to r. So r is 3, theta tan inverse y over x or b over a, so which is equals to 45 degree. So your value is this. De Moivre theorem. if r equals to this is the complex number, then we have some multiply like a plus b whole square. These type of, you have to have powers of many numbers. So similar in complex numbers, you have to have powers like power is n. So you have to solve these things. You can easily put power on r. R is a number, real number. But cos multiply n here and iota n theta, or you can write in this form. This is similar this form, but in short form c is cos iota sin theta. This is shortest form of this form, but these things are same. Writing style is changed, but this is same thing. You can see this z equals to radical 3 plus iota whole cube. R x equals to r cos theta is radical 3, y equals to r sin theta, which is equals to 3. You can see this is 1. Imaginary part is 1 iota. R value is 2, theta is 30 degree. This procedure is we do many times. You have to know how to find value of g, mod g, or value of r, and argument of z or theta. Using this theorem, x plus iota y equals to radical 3 plus iota cube. Then you have to take common r and multiply n with n sin theta and cos n theta. Your value become rn cos n theta plus iota sin n theta. N will be multiplied with your theta, with your argument. Argument is theta value is 30. So 30 multiply with this number, it become 90, and multiply here and here. So 3 multiply with 30, it become cos 90 plus iota sin 3 multiply with 30, which is also become 90. Cos 90 is 0 and sin 90 is 1. So 8 iota. A minus b iota cube. X equals to a, y equals to b, and r equals to a square plus b square. Theta equals to tan inverse, because you have minus here, so this is become minus b over a. So we are using theorem on this. It become, this is a. So r value is putting here, which is this. R multiply with this, it become this. Here you can put, I am only putting theta because this is not the number, it is the value. You can also put in bracket in here. You can also put tan inverse minus b over a. Here you can also put in bracket tan inverse b over a. But or you can write this way. Thank you for your watching this video, and you have any question, you can ask me here in the comment section.